Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Dressmaker. This is a prototype of a full game. The developers have only been working on it for a few months now, but I saw it the other day on Instagram and I was like, okay, I have to play this. So I've played it and I decided to record a video about it. You're gonna have to excuse my voice. I am a little sick, so my voice sounds a little rough. However, I was too excited about this game to just wait to record. This is Rose. She's our first customer. A new dressmaker in town. What perfect timing. I'm starting a new job as a librarian, and I'd like to wear something appropriate for the workplace. My budget is $300. So if you press I'll do it, it takes you to the tutorial. I have already played it, so I'm going to go ahead and skip the tutorial. But we're going to start by choosing our fabrics. We have a few options. We'll get more as we continue, but we do have a lot of workwear options. So, ooh, that's a cool one. I might use that for the skirt. Though I might actually prefer the plaid for the skirt. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the plaid. We'll get 3 meters of it. And I'll go with this for the top. We also have accessories. I'm gonna go ahead and get a black bow because I do like adding that to stuff. So, let's see. Something really cool is you can take your little fabric swatches, put them on there, and it'll tell you what the vibe of it is. So right now, there's a little bit of workwear, but it's mostly like simple. So we're going to start changing it because that is not an appropriate bodice for work. Now, I will likely go with this top. Yeah, I'll go with this top. I just like how it looks better than a lot, but I am going to show you the rest. That's a nice top too, but I want the collar for the workwear. So there's only 6 options, it looks like. I think I'm gonna go with this one for the workwear because I didn't realize that there was 2 options that have collar types. We're gonna go with the teddy bear collar just because it looks cute. And then I'm gonna go for like longer sleeves. That would be cool for workwear, but I'm thinking like these. And the skirt. I really like the pencil skirt, so we're gonna stick to that. But if you're doing this before you are choosing fabrics, you can pick a color for the pencil and draw on it to put what color you'd like. I think I'm going to use white fabric for the collar and the little sleeves. Now once we're done with that, we draft their pattern, get added to the inventory, and we go over to the cutting table. I'll start with the skirt. There's a lot of patterned fabrics in this game, which I do appreciate, but I do also wish that we had some more plain fabrics, especially later when we get like the silks. There's a few plain silks, but not many. Then, as you can see, I'm rotating stuff. and when it's not rotated, there's a red arrow. You get a much higher quality garment if you cut against the grain of the fabric, which is actually accurate to real life, as it would be stronger. Now, this is the one that I chose for the main part of the top. So I'm going to start putting the bodice pieces out. As you can see, I tried to save as much fabric as possible. Mostly because you would do that in real life when sewing anyway. But also because fabric is expensive. Like, the linen, I believe, is one of the cheapest fabrics. I think cotton is the absolute cheapest. Now that we got those pieces laid out, cut them out. And we'll work our way back to the light gray fabric to do the sleeves and the collar. And there we go. Let's get these pieces cut out. Something you will notice as we go along is the quote-unquote simpler looking outfits and such are actually more complicated than the more elegant ones. And that would actually be pretty accurate to real life. Because the simple ones, they have a lot of pieces in order to maximize the amount of fabric that you have. So there's some weird shaped pieces, but it is much nicer for saving money and just a lot of stuff. Let's get those sleeves on. Now, I typically try to just assemble one piece at a time, but you don't have to do that. So here we are. I am going to start the sewing, but it is going to be sped up. Before we start, though, I have found that working slow and in short areas tends to help with my quality. So, working slowly like this works better. And you can make it faster or slower. It's just based on the push and pull of your mouse. It has a really helpful little dial that shows us like how accurate we are to the little line that we see right here. This does directly affect the quality of the garment. So I would keep that in mind if you do get this game. The sewing is a little harder than it looks, but that's okay. I will see you guys after the sewing has finished. Alright, we've completed the sewing, and now we'll complete the dress by adding a little bow. And then once you're done with the dress, you just press Finish Dress. And there we go. It's time to pick it up. Exactly what I had in mind. I'll definitely ask for you when I need my next dress. enjoy your dress. And we just unlocked 12 fabrics. Here she is. She's come back. Hello again. There's a fundraiser at the Duke's residence this weekend. Could you please make a cute, simple dress for me to wear? My budget is $500. I will do it. So once again, straight to the fabrics. Yeah, so most of the patterned fabrics are going to be cute. I'm thinking, oh, this is simple and cute. I think I'm going to go for about 5 meters of that. And sure, I'll go for this lovely sky blue cotton. Let's get to drafting. Sky blue cotton, gingham blue. And it still has our last design, so we just need to change it. I'm looking for at least 2 pluses by both cute and simple. So we'll see if I can get that. I'm sure you've already noticed, the cat sometimes switches what position he's in, which I absolutely love. The detail already in this is insane. Yes, we drafted the pattern already, so now we go over here. And let me get to this one. We're going to start with the skirt, just because, well, it's the first one that we found. And now that that is all done, we will go ahead and start sewing, and I will see you guys once it's done. Alright, now that we have completed the sewing part, I'm going to go ahead and put some flowers on the dress. I think that looks nice. Now let's finish the dress. Here she is. That looks perfect, thank you. I'll be sure to tell everyone you made it. Enjoy your dress. We unlocked 14 fabrics. Most of those are silk and velvet, I believe. And here is our second customer. Now, we do only get 3 customers in this demo. However, the first 2 each have 2 different jobs. So after this one, we'll have 2 different requests left. And here's Prudence. Dressmaker, there's an evening ball at the Duke's. I call him Edmund. Edmund's mansion. Glamorous? Yes. Elegant? But of course. My budget is 1,000. I'll do it. So we're immediately going to go over to the fabrics again. And yeah, so we have silks and velvets. I do wish we had more plain silks, because I think the plain silk that they have is beautiful. But I'm sure we'll get that in a different demo, or later down the line. We're gonna go with silk and velvet for this dress. I'll go for 2 meters of the peacock blue velvet. And I think that'll go nicely with this lovely silk. So we'll do that. And I think I'll leave this one simple. Yeah, I'll leave this one simple. So immediately I'm going to get the fabric choices on there. We already have some glamour, but I'm going to change it. I'm going for at least two of the pluses in elegance and glamour and evening wear, so looks like that might be the top for us. I like that top quite a bit, actually. Oh, perfect. I know these are definitely supposed to go together, but I think it just looks cool the way it is. And I'm gonna go for something like that. And let's draft our pattern. This is the peacock blue velvet. So we're cutting this. And this. And these two. Actually, I think I'll just stick with 2 things from the velvet and the rest will be from the silk. And there's a ton left, so we're not discarding it. And we'll cut that out. And now that we have all our pattern pieces, we're good to start drafting. Once again, I will see you guys when I am done sewing. Right, we have now finished the dress. So let's complete it. And there we go. Yes, that will do. Keep this up and I shall send many more requests your way. Enjoy your dress. We just unlocked 3 fabrics. I think that was more silks, if I remember correctly. But we just leveled up. Which, this shows up every time you level up, I'm pretty sure. But it's the Spilt Tea newspaper, freshly brewed, piping hot. It is a tragic sign of the times when the most exciting social event of the week is a library fundraiser. Nevertheless, the event at the Duke's residence was enough of an occasion for the social elite, and many a social hopeful, to show off their sense of taste and the pounds in their purses. While one might expect the most lavish of displays, the most eye-catching garment was one of innocent simplicity. Rumored to have been made by a new dressmaker, Miss Rosaline's dress was the center of attention. Her dress was a reminder that simple doesn't have to mean poor. Her donation of 500 gold pieces towards the historical fashion wing of the library, money that presumably could have gone to a fancier dress, might have been called generous by some. Miss Prudence, heir to the dwindling Mortimer fortune, was positively fuming, herself in a fanciful new gown of impressive quality that raised an eyebrow or 2. She nonetheless failed to raise the eyebrow of the Duke she was clearly hoping to impress, her twirls, giggles, and flirtations drawing nothing but a polite nod. Surprises and disappointments notwithstanding, praise must be given to the new dressmaker, whose 2 outfits certainly demonstrate range and variety. We look forward to seeing more work by this newcomer to the town. And now we're noteworthy. Miss Prudence has returned. Dressmaker, Edith Swan is giving a rare performance. I will look my best, but it is my niece's first concert. She adores bows and rainbows. Make it fit for the Royal Opera House. My budget is 800. I'll do it. Then I guess we'll go for the pink for the cute part. And she mentioned bows, so we'll grab a few. I'm just going to use white bows most likely. Cute and elegant. Cute and formal is actually what I'm looking for. I like this one a lot. Let's see if there's any tops I like better, though. No, I think I like this top best. There we go. I'll make the top out of this, I believe. Alright, and I will once again see you guys when it is complete. And that dress is finished. There we go. Yes, I mean, thank you, Dressmaker. Your work was satisfactory and my niece will enjoy it. Enjoy your dress. And this is Edith. She's actually going to be our last customer for the demo. But she has a special request. Ah, darling, what a charming little shop. I'm performing next week and need an outfit as elegant as my voice, with fabrics that shimmer in the light. You can manage it for 1,000, surely. I'll do it. So she said fabrics that shimmer in the light. This gives us silk and velvet to choose from. I am gonna get some velvet. And then I think this actually will look really good with the green with the blue velvet I just got. Let's see. Yes, that does go really well. So it needs to be elegant, glamorous, and have the evening wear. If we're doing just that, this is actually perfect for that. But I do want to change the sleeves. And I think that's good. Let's get this all cut out. Now that we have completed that dress, let's go ahead and finish it. I'm actually really proud of this one. I wasn't sure how the patterns were going to work together, but they look nice. Edith, oh, très magnifique. It sparkles like the heavens. Enjoy your dress. And that is 34 fabrics. A lot of silk and a couple of velvets, I believe. And we've reached the end of the prototype. So, if you guys enjoyed watching this, please like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed the game and want to play it yourself, I will have it linked in the description. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!